Have you ever felt misunderstood, like the world just doesn't get you? Imagine being Job, a man who loses everything, only to be met with the cold disbelief of his friends. Or think of Cyrano de Bergerac, the eloquent swordsman whose words win hearts, but whose face keeps him from the love he desires. What if their struggles hold the key to unlocking something profound within us? Job's story is one of immense suffering. He loses his wealth, his children, and his health. And if that weren't enough, his friends, instead of offering comfort, accuse him of wrongdoing. It's a double-edged sword of loss and misunderstanding. Similarly, Cyrano fights a battle on two fronts: his unrequited love for Roxane, and the world's failure to see past his appearance to the noble soul beneath. Both men are caught in a relentless struggle against forces that seem insurmountable. But is there more to their battles than meets the eye? Consider this: Job's lamentations are not just cries of despair. They echo the eternal human struggle against overwhelming odds. He says, "God hath delivered me to the ungodly, and turned me over into the hands of the wicked." It's as if Job is not only battling external forces, but is also engaged in an internal war, a fight against the very fabric of his existence. The same can be said for Cyrano, who in his final moments battles falsehood, compromise, prejudice, treachery, and folly. These are not just external enemies, but reflections of his inner turmoil. Could it be that these struggles are not just about survival, but about creation? The book suggests that this relentless battle might be accompanied by the clangor of creation, as if something wonderful and mysterious is being forged in the depths of the unconscious. This idea resonates with the notion that creation often arises from chaos and conflict. It's a theme that runs through many great works of art and literature. Could it be that Job and Cyrano's struggles are a metaphor for the creative process itself? The connection between suffering and creation is not new. In fact, it's deeply rooted in our cultural psyche. Think of Milton's Paradise Lost, where the fall of man leads to the creation of a new world. Or consider the myth of Prometheus, who suffers eternal punishment for bringing fire, a symbol of knowledge and creation, to humanity. These stories suggest that suffering and creation are inextricably linked, that out of great pain can come great beauty. But why is this the case? Perhaps it's because suffering forces us to confront the deepest parts of ourselves. It strips away the superficial and reveals the raw, unfiltered truth of who we are. In this vulnerable state, we are more open to inspiration, more attuned to the whispers of the unconscious. It's as if the struggle itself is a form of purification, a necessary step in the creative process. This idea is beautifully illustrated in the story of Miss Miller, who at the age of 15, was captivated by the concept of the idea spontaneously creating its own object. She spent a sleepless night pondering its meaning, a testament to the power of ideas to ignite the creative spark within us. Her experience is a reminder that creation is not just about bringing something new into the world, but about transforming ourselves in the process. The book also draws a fascinating parallel between Job's loss of paradise and Miss Miller's feeling of having lost something connected to temptation. It's a reminder that creation often involves sacrifice, a letting go of the old to make way for the new. This theme is echoed in the story of Faust, who sacrifices his soul for knowledge and power, only to find redemption through his creative endeavors. But what about Cyrano? His struggle is not just about love, but about the pursuit of truth and authenticity. In a world full of deception and compromise, Cyrano stands as a beacon of integrity, refusing to surrender his ideals. His battle is not just against external foes, but against the inner demons of doubt and despair. In this sense, Cyrano's struggle is a form of inner creation, a forging of the self through the fires of adversity. Is it possible that this hidden struggle, this battle against overwhelming odds, is the key to unlocking our creative potential? Could it be that the very things that challenge us, that push us to our limits, are the catalysts for our greatest achievements? The book suggests that this might be the case, that in the crucible of suffering, we find the seeds of creation. This idea is both empowering and humbling. It reminds us that our struggles are not in vain, that they serve a greater purpose. It challenges us to embrace our pain, to see it not as a burden, but as an opportunity for growth and transformation. It invites us to look beyond the surface and to discover the hidden depths within us. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of a struggle, remember Job and Cyrano. Remember that their battles were not just about survival, but about creation. And perhaps, just perhaps, you might find that your own struggles are the key to unlocking something extraordinary within you. Consider the nature of this unlocking, this alchemical transformation of suffering into creation. It's not merely a passive experience. It demands active engagement, a willingness to face the darkness with courage and resilience. In the heart of this crucible, we find the essence of the human spirit, the drive to not only endure but to transcend. Take, for instance, the story of Frida Kahlo, whose life was marked by physical pain and emotional turmoil. Her art became a vivid tapestry of her suffering, each brushstroke a testament to her ability to transform agony into beauty. Kahlo once said, "I paint myself because I am so often alone, and because I am the subject I know best." Her self-portraits are not just reflections of her external reality, but explorations of her inner world, where suffering and creation intertwine. This intertwining is also evident in the journey of Vincent van Gogh. His struggles with mental illness and poverty were profound, yet they fueled his relentless pursuit of artistic expression. Van Gogh's swirling skies and vibrant fields are not just landscapes, they are manifestations of his inner turmoil and passion. In a letter to his brother Theo, he wrote, "I put my heart and my soul into my work, and have lost my mind in the process." Here, we see the delicate balance between creation and madness, where the boundaries blur, and art becomes a conduit for the ineffable. The process of creation through suffering is not limited to the arts. Consider the scientific realm, where figures like Marie Curie defied societal norms and faced personal loss in their pursuit of knowledge. Curie's groundbreaking work on radioactivity, for which she endured both physical harm and the weight of widowhood, reshaped our understanding of the natural world. Her perseverance in the face of adversity exemplifies how suffering can fuel innovation and discovery. Even in literature, we see authors like Sylvia Plath, whose confessional poetry articulates the depths of her despair while simultaneously illuminating the human condition. Plath's work reveals the paradox of creation, that through the articulation of pain, we can achieve a form of catharsis and connection. Her poem Lady Lazarus speaks to this rebirth through suffering, capturing the essence of rising from the ashes. Yet amidst these narratives, there lies a crucial question. How do we harness this transformative power of suffering without succumbing to its depths? The answer may lie in the concept of resilience, the ability to not only withstand adversity, but to find meaning within it. Resilience is the thread that weaves together the stories of Job, Cyrano, and countless others, providing the strength to forge ahead and create anew. In cultivating resilience, we are called to engage with our suffering, to explore its contours, and to extract its lessons. This process requires vulnerability, a willingness to confront our fears and uncertainties. It is in this vulnerable state that we become most open to inspiration, allowing the whispers of creativity to emerge. Moreover, this journey is not one we undertake alone. Just as Job found solace in his eventual understanding of divine wisdom, and Cyrano in his unwavering commitment to truth, we too can find support in community and connection. Sharing our struggles and triumphs with others can offer new perspectives, foster empathy, and ignite the creative spark within us all. In embracing suffering as a catalyst for creation, we honor the complexity of the human experience. We acknowledge that pain and beauty are not mutually exclusive, but are intertwined in a dance that shapes our very existence. So, when faced with the inevitable challenges life presents, Let us remember the lessons of those who have come before us. Let us draw strength from their stories and recognize that within the crucible of suffering, we hold the potential to forge something extraordinary.